What if walking more isn't the answer? After 70, for decades, we've been told to walk more to stay healthy. But now, many doctors are stepping forward with a different message: walk less and start focusing on the things that actually protect your health after 70. This doesn't mean walking is bad. It just means that, at this stage of life, your body has different needs. If you're still relying on long walks as your main form of exercise, you might be missing the 5 things that truly make a difference in how long you stay strong, steady, and sharp. In this video, we'll talk about 5 essential practices that matter more than walking once you reach your 70s. These aren't guesses. They're backed by the latest research in aging, mobility, brain health, and long-term independence. Stay with me until the end, because shifting your focus in these 5 areas could extend your quality of life, prevent injuries, and even help you live longer. Let's begin. Number 1. Leg strength through resistance training. One of the biggest myths about aging is the idea that walking alone will keep your legs strong. While walking is helpful, it's not enough to stop the muscle loss that speeds up after 70. The truth is, your legs need resistance. Something to push against to stay strong, steady, and dependable. Without that, even if you walk for an hour a day, you could still lose strength in the muscles that keep you upright and safe. Think about George, 76. He walked 3 miles every morning without fail. He was proud of his routine and thought he was in great shape. But over time, he struggled to get up from low chairs. His legs felt weak on stairs. Then one day, he fell while reaching for a book on a low shelf. His doctor told him something surprising. Walking doesn't activate all the major leg muscles needed for real stability. George had endurance, yes, but his strength was fading. The muscles that support your hips, thighs, and knees need targeted activation. That means doing things like bodyweight squats, seated leg lifts, using resistance bands, and doing heel raises. You don't need a gym or heavy weights. Just 2 or 3 times a week of gentle strength-building exercises can make a big difference. What matters is consistency and choosing moves that work both the front and back of your legs. Because here's the truth. When your legs stay strong, so do you. You walk with confidence. You rise from chairs without struggle. You prevent falls before they happen. And the stronger your legs are, the longer you'll keep your independence. Walking helps your heart. But strength keeps you on your feet. So, if you've been skipping resistance training because you thought walking was enough, it's time to give your legs the attention they deserve. They've carried you this far. Let's help them stay strong. Number 2, balance and coordination. Exercises. After 70, one of the most overlooked areas of health is balance. You might think that if you're still walking every day, your balance must be fine. But that's not always true. Walking follows a set rhythm, one foot in front of the other, often on flat ground, in familiar settings. But real-life balance needs more than that. It's about being able to react quickly, adjust, and stay steady when things go wrong. Let's talk about Helen, 80. She walked around her block every day. She had a good pace and never felt tired. But one day, her granddaughter dropped a ball in the kitchen. It rolled near Helen's feet. She lost her footing and fell. It wasn't because she was weak or clumsy. It was because her body wasn't trained to recover quickly from sudden movements. Her coordination was fading, and she didn't even realize it. Balance training can be simple. Stand on one leg while brushing your teeth. Walk heel to toe down the hallway. Try gentle movements like Tai Chi or slow marching in place. These exercises strengthen the small muscles in your ankles and hips, and they help your brain react faster when something unexpected happens, like tripping on a rug or turning too quickly. Balance training helps you stay upright instead of going down. Make it part of your weekly routine. Don't just hope your balance is okay, test it, improve it. Falls are the #1 cause of serious injuries for people over 70, and many don't happen because of weakness. They happen in a split second when your body loses control. That's why walking alone isn't enough. You need movement that teaches your body to adjust, recover, and stay steady, no matter what life throws at you. So ask yourself, when was the last time you stood on one foot or turned quickly without needing to grab onto something? These aren't silly games. They're life-saving skills. The more you train now, the better your chances of avoiding a fall that could take months or years to recover from. If you're still here and found this helpful, comment #2 below so I know you're with me. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss more helpful content like this. Now let's move on. #3, joint protection through low-impact movement. As we get older, our joints carry the weight of every step we've taken. Decades of movement and pressure build up, especially in the knees, hips, and ankles. Yes, walking has benefits, but too much of it, especially on hard surfaces, can wear down the cartilage that protects your joints. After 70, it's not just about moving more, it's about moving smarter. For many older adults, reducing repetitive impact and switching to joint-friendly movements is one of the most important changes they can make. Consider Martin, age 73. He used to walk 5 miles a day around his neighborhood. It was his favorite routine, peaceful, reliable, and good for his health. But over time, his knees started to ache. He began hearing more cracking sounds when he stood up. Stairs became more difficult. Eventually, he didn't walk less because he wanted to, but because it hurt. His doctor told him something surprising. The problem wasn't that he was walking. The issue was how he was doing it. Long walks on hard concrete, with stiff joints, were putting slow but steady pressure on his aging cartilage. That's why low-impact movement becomes critical after 70. Gentle stretching, swimming, water aerobics, or cycling on a recumbent bike can keep you active without grinding your joints down. Even simple moves like seated mobility exercises, hip circles, or light floor stretches can bring relief and improve flexibility, without the wear and tear that comes from long walks on pavement. The goal is to keep moving, but in a way that respects your aging body. This doesn't mean you have to stop walking altogether. But walking shouldn't be your only form of movement, and it definitely shouldn't be done without giving your joints the care they need. That means warming up before activity, wearing cushioned shoes with good support, avoiding hills or uneven surfaces if they cause discomfort. And most importantly, listening to your body when it signals pain. Don't just push through. Too many people keep walking, thinking they're doing the right thing, but their joints are quietly begging for a break, or at least a change. The secret to staying active into your 80s and 90s isn't just endurance, it's preservation. Your knees, hips, and ankles are irreplaceable. Treat them like the precious parts they are. Walking less doesn't mean giving up, it means evolving, and your joints will thank you for it, every step of the way. Now let's talk about your brain. Most people focus on physical health after 70, but what often gets forgotten is this. Your brain is a muscle too, and just like your body, it needs daily attention. Sure, walking keeps your heart pumping, but it doesn't challenge your mind like focused mental activity does. And for seniors who want to stay sharp, alert, and independent, ignoring brain stimulation is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Take Barbara, age 79. She walked every morning, read the newspaper, and kept her home tidy. But she started noticing little things, forgetting names, losing track in conversations, and struggling to recall her daily plans. When she mentioned this to her doctor, he asked her something unexpected. "When was the last time you learned something new?" That question stuck with her, lingering in her mind long after the conversation ended. Because while her body was in motion every day, her brain was stuck on autopilot, operating in a routine that had become so familiar it barely required any effort. She was doing everything she had always done: walking, exercising, eating the same foods, and sticking to a routine she had grown comfortable with. But her mind, it had become stagnant, trapped in a cycle of repetition with little stimulation or novelty. The truth is, as we age, the brain doesn't thrive simply by maintaining a routine. Your brain needs more. It craves novelty, effort, and challenge. Without these, it risks losing its sharpness, clarity, and ability to adapt to new situations. In fact, just as our muscles need exercise to stay strong and flexible, so too does the brain. When we stop challenging our minds, we lose the potential for growth. Learning a new skill, stepping out of our comfort zone, and seeking new experiences are essential for keeping the brain engaged and vibrant. It doesn't need to be something complex or overwhelming. Small, everyday activities can spark new neural connections and stimulate cognitive function. Take learning a new card game, for example. It may seem simple, but it requires you to think strategically, memorize patterns, and use problem-solving skills. Each time you play, your brain is being exercised as you navigate through the rules and remember what cards have been played. And here's the best part. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about doing it actively. When you engage your memory, your logic, your creativity, and your attention span, you're building up what's called cognitive reserve. This reserve can delay or even prevent signs of memory loss and mental decline. Research shows that purposeful mental activity can improve your mood, boost energy, and lower the risk of depression, which often goes undiagnosed in older adults. Unlike walking, which can become passive, intentional brain activity forces your mind to stretch and adapt. So if your days look the same shows, same chores, same headlines, it's time to shake things up. Pick up a puzzle. Memorize a short poem. Join a discussion group. Try something that feels just a little outside your comfort zone. Your brain will thank you for it. Every day you choose to stay engaged. Because a healthy brain isn't built through routine. It's built through curiosity, attention, and effort. The more you engage your brain, the more it rewards you with clarity, confidence, and deeper connections as you age. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, leave a number 4 in the comments to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider hitting that button and turning on the bell so you never miss out. Your support helps us keep creating great content for you. Now, let's move on to number 5. Cardiovascular support through posture and breathing. At first glance, posture and breathing might seem too simple to matter, but after 70, they play a huge role in supporting your heart, brain, and overall vitality. You might walk every day and still feel out of breath, sluggish, or low on energy. It's not just your muscles. It's often about how you breathe and carry your body. Most of us were never taught how to breathe deeply, and over time, shallow chest breathing and slouching can limit oxygen intake and put extra stress on the heart. Take Leonard, 78, for example. He thought his breathlessness was just a sign of aging, but after a minor surgery, his physical therapist noticed poor posture. His shoulders rounded forward and his chest collapsed, limiting his oxygen flow and making his heart work harder. With simple adjustments to his breathing and posture, his energy returned in just weeks. This is why diaphragmatic breathing, deep belly breathing, is so powerful. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, helps you stay calm, and improves circulation, all while lowering your blood pressure. Combine this with good posture, shoulders back, spine tall, and chin level, and you create the perfect environment for your heart and lungs to thrive. Here's the best part. You can practice this anytime, anywhere, sitting, standing, walking, or lying down. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Just 5 minutes of deep breathing each morning, checking your posture throughout the day, and stretching your chest and upper back can transform your energy levels. Next time you feel winded or sluggish, don't just blame age. Pay attention to your posture, how you're breathing, and how you're standing. You might just find the key to living well and feeling great. Walking has its place, but after 70, your health depends on more than just taking steps. It's about strength in your legs, balance, joint care, mental clarity, and the air you breathe. All of these are connected to how long and well you'll live. Your body isn't the same as it was when you were 50 or 60, and that's not something to fear. It's something to respect. With age comes wisdom, but also the need for a different kind of care. The care your body requires now is more thoughtful and tuned in. It's not about simply staying busy. It's about staying well. As we age, our bodies change in ways we often don't notice until the signs start to show. Aches, fatigue, stiffness, and those little imbalances that weren't there before. But these changes are not a threat. They are an opportunity to better understand your body, to listen to its signals, and to respond in a way that fosters health and longevity. You see, the way you care for your body after 70 isn't the same as when you were younger. It needs more than just movement. It needs a more deliberate approach. The good news? You can start today. One balance exercise, one breathing session, one decision to stand tall, and tomorrow your body will thank you. We'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you learned today? How do you plan to use it in your life? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. They inspire us every day. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating content that informs and inspires. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.